huge transfer news in the UFL. We got Manny moving to Ceres, who have apparently bought anyone vaguely connected to the Ascals.
Yeah.
They've got a monster squad.
Yes.
And in fairness to them, it's great to see that they brought in so many players. They brought in Christians, the twins, Wani,
Nate Berkey as well.
Nate Berkey now recently, who I thought was going to global, but then suddenly it switched. So that was interesting to see what went on there. But they've really beefed up. So that's going to be an incredible season, and UFL Cup as well. They'll be in that, of course. Iko, tell us about Manny specifically. A bit about his background for maybe some of the newer fans, because he's not been heard of for a long time.
Yeah, Manny has been called for the Ashes since he was 18.
Yeah.
He played in the 2010 Suzuki Cup. Was part of that squad.
Yeah.
He's a good plays midfielder. He played.
He was there for the SEA Games as well, right?
Yeah, for the disastrous SEA Games. He was a last-minute call-up.
Yeah.
From what I remember. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Midfielder.
I think we saw him play with Hong Kong.
Yeah, I think Hong Kong. That's the last time he played for the Ascals last year. In the
what clubs did he play for? Until moving to Ceres.
I only heard of one club. It's Ingolstadt, who had his skirmish with the Ascals in 2011 in preparation for the World Cup qualifiers. From what I heard, that he was looking for a club for the longest time, and now he has a club with Ceres. He'll be a big boost to that club.
Yeah, he's still very young as well. So
Yes.
there's a lot of potential there. NJ, we've seen so many names go around, and UFL football is, well, since the last few years, it's changed incredibly.
Yeah.
And whatever problems there've been along the way, if anyone had said, we'll start here and in a few years we'll be here, I think everyone would have bitten their hands off to get to where we are right now. So what is it meant to bring in all of these ASCALs from Europe, particularly, back to the Philippines? Because these are the kids of the diaspora. So what is it meant to bring these guys back to the country to play football?
Like you said earlier, it depends on where they're playing in Europe or in the States or wherever they are. Because if they can have a better chance playing here, then why not come back? Because you can practice all you want, like every single day of the year, and if you don't play any games, you're not going to get any better. So if the UFL is their ticket to play more games, then they should come back.
Yeah, it's great to see that growth. But there is a discussion. I mean, some of the newer fans perhaps have been calling for Etheridge to move to the UFL, which is, at least for me, a step too far.
Yeah.
But why is that?
Well, considering that he played in the Premier League. Well, not really
In the UEFA Cup.
Yeah. But still, he played for a Premier League club.
Yeah, absolute European competition.
And he's been loaned out to a number of lower division clubs that are, in comparison to the EFL, are much higher level, still a higher level of competition compared to the EFL.
It was a Crew for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah, Crew and
Dean Ashton came from Crew. There was some good players coming out of Crew, actually, until they went down. They dropped a few divisions.
I mean, for him to transfer here will probably a huge dip probably in his form. He's already excellent keeper, but I think he will be unstoppable here in terms of the competition. For
in fairness, if you compare him to the size of half of the goalkeepers in the UFL, it's really unfair. He just fills up half the goals just doing this.
The only challengers for him probably are Pat Dito, Roland Salle, and Papa Sampana, and even Nick Codano. That'll be his competition.
He's obviously much further than that in terms of quality. But the reason specifically why shouldn't he come back to the Philippines then? Where is Manny perhaps? Wani Garado?
I think for the case of Manny is he hasn't played for a while, literally a long while, and I think it's good for him to be here to the Philippines to get some playing time. Wani Garado as well. He had a stint. He's been in the Philippines since 2012. He played for Global. I think he won the title with Global in the league way back. He also played in the President's Cup in both Global and Ceres. It's already good for one to be based here and play for Ceres.
And particularly because he is beyond 30, he's starting to wind down his career.
He's going
Like
to-
most
he's
most
been
players
like
now,
last
they
man.
go to more developing leagues. What Vela's off to Australia now, right?
Yeah.
And then a lot of players move to the US for that reason.
Yeah, Frank Lampard.
Yeah, it's an interesting move. That one.
Yeah.
But what other transfers have we got going on? Because Maniot's not just the only one right now. Obviously, we mentioned Ceres have bought half of the Ascals, which
Wow.
is going to be really interesting for the next season.
Are we talking
Who
about
else?
the Ascals or UFO clubs?
Both.
Well, for the Ascals, recently Martin Stoibel has moved to Sporting Kansas City.
Mm.
Which is a good move for him
Yeah.
because they're the defending MLS Cup champions, and he played 15 minutes against Manchester City. So it's a good step for him after
Yeah.
play. It's a good step for him after.
I was
playing.
laughing because I imagine him up against the likes of what Aguero, Nico.
Yaya Toure.
That's a good step. That's a
Yeah,
good
it's
step.
still a good
Yeah,
step.
absolutely.
It's still a competitive league.
So even with
Yeah,
British
man.
understatement, it doesn't quite give it justice.
In hearing that Fat Tatum might be moving clubs, because
Yeah.
he also announced Instagram
On
that
Instagram.
he's leaving Archers.
Mm.
It'll be a huge loss for Archers because it's been a rough for Archers.
Yeah.
Been saving them with a number of saves, and I think that game against Global where they drew 0-0,
Mm.
Coach Lee has hailed him for his performance there.
Yeah, and apparently Ceres are the most likely suitors. as well.
Or either Ceres or Globe, but we're not sure right now.
Okay.
Waiting for an announcement. But we've been hearing news that Global got him, but
Okay.
nothing's official right
Yeah.
now. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, that'd be interesting. And what other news have we been hearing?
Mulder is, yeah. I think he's having a trial with a club somewhere.
Mm.
I'm not sure where, but it's also good for him because he played first division in Netherlands recently with Camber, and
Mm.
he's looking for another challenge.
Never really showed his potential with the Philippines though.
Well, he played for Global though, Singapore Cup.
Yeah, never really showed his potential there either.
Yeah.
It was a little bit disappointing, I guess. But it's great to see the different moves that have been going on, but the level of players that are now attracted to the UFL. And as you said, like you were mentioned in a previous episode about Rizal coming out, the pitch there now looking nice. And if the UFL can get there, then
Competition will be even better.
absolutely.
Instead,
yeah.
instead of settling for the small sides, well, Emperor, sorry, but I mean for fans who've been used to watching Emperador and you see them players playing results, it's lovely. It's like seeing your first love after a long time, and it's
Really?
still beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, let's
So we're not going to let Eco ever get onto the pitch there. I got about 50 jokes running through my head, which are all way too
Stop.
appropriate for something public and online. So yeah, we'll wrap up there. Let us know who you think is moving around, what transfer rumours are going on. I heard NJ's moving to a club in the women's division.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I'm actually moving to the UFL.
Really?
Ooh.
Really? First woman in the UFL, you heard it here.
There you go.
So follow us at FTW Sports and let us know about the transfer rumours, who you'd like to see move, and who you think your favourite club would benefit from signing.